In today's video, I'm going to be giving you 8 strategies that can generate on Instagram between $1,000 and $5,000 every single week for your e-commerce brand or your dropshipping site using Shopify or WooCommerce. So I'm going to be giving you 8 of the latest up-to-date algorithm strategies that you can use to generate those kind of numbers every single week. Now, if you don't know who I already am, my name is Camille Sattar. One of my first businesses was primarily used on Instagram, and I grew up to 6 figures every single year. So that's why I'm definitely going to be helpful in today's video. I'm going to be showing you live step-by-step on this phone right here, and I'm going to be screen sharing the phone how to do these 8 strategies live, and it's going to be a complete walkthrough. I'm also going to give you a cheat sheet that's going to be showing you all the resources, all the templates in today's video. And if you're somebody that hasn't already started an Instagram page, or you feel like your Instagram page doesn't look great, I'm also going to show you how you can make your Instagram page look just as good as this one. And I'm also going to leave timestamps on the screen somewhere, because I do understand that some people have already got an Instagram page that looks great like this one did. So if you have, then you can skip the video to the timestamp where I talk about the 8 strategies you can use to generate up to $1,000 to $5,000 every single week using those 8 up-to-date strategies. So don't worry, I'll leave the timestamps on the screen and in the description below. But guys, let's just get straight into the content. Before I get into the content, I'm going to be doing a massive giveaway on today's video. If we can hit 1,000 likes and you comment the ECOM King 2020 and subscribe to the channel, I'll give one lucky subscriber the chance to win a 30-minute consultation call where we'll go through your whole Instagram business and we'll scale it together on that call. Now let's get straight into the content.
It's hard to breathe, but that's alright. Hush.
So guys, this is the first part of the video where we're going to build the Instagram page out so it looks like a branded page for your e-commerce store. So, like I said, if you've already done this part and you've already got an Instagram page made, look at the timestamp on the screen now and skip the video to that time. And then from that time of the video, I'll be talking about all of those 8 strategies live, step by step, you can use to grow to $1,000 to $5,000. But if you haven't got an Instagram page made, or you don't think it looks good enough yet, you're going to want to watch the video from now on to the rest of the video, basically. So the first part, guys, like I said, is getting this page made to look like a brand. So the first thing you're going to want to do is you're going to see on the screen, my screen, where it says Confident Wigs with the number 1 symbol in red. That's my username, and you're going to want to make sure that your username is the same as your brand name. It's very, very important you do that. My brand name is Confident Wigs. Then you're going to want to go to Edit Profile, and you're going to want to make sure that you change the profile photo to your logo symbol. So whatever the symbol you're using next to your logo, you're going to want to use that now. If you have a logo and it's not got a symbol in it, I would recommend making a symbol or adjusting your logo, because Instagram profiles look best when you use your symbol as your logo photo, which I'll show you now. So I'm going to go to choose from library. I'm going to go to my folder. I'm going to select my logo. You can see that's my logo there. I'm just going to crop it in a little bit because I want it a little bit more bigger, and then I'm going to click done. Then you're going to want to change the name. So where it says name there, I'm going to highlight it. You can see the name there. I'm going to type there. That is, a lot of people change the name to their brand name, like for example, Confident Wigs. Now the name section, you're going to want to put keywords explaining what you do. So for example, with mine, what I'm going to change it to is I'm going to change it to the number 1 rated wig, because that's what my store does. It sells wigs for people with patchy hair. So I'm going to change this to number 1. So you can see I put number 1 rated clip-on wig as the name. Now, like I said, guys, the name section is actually searchable. So when people search for keywords in the Instagram search bar, like let's say for example wig, my page is going to come up because I've put wig in my name, which is a searchable keyword section. Then where the website is, you're obviously going to want to put your store website. So I'm going to put Confident, and you're going to want to do the same with yours as well. And then in the bio section, I've put in the resource section in the description below the template for the bio. I'm going to quickly go and paste that in, and then I'm going to explain exactly what each part means and why you need to adjust it the same way I have in the bio. So guys, you can see I've got my bio now added on the screen, and you can see I put number 1 rated patchy wig, 100% human hair, free shipping, 99% customer satisfaction, and learn more with a finger pointing down. So with Instagram bios, you want to keep them short. You want to keep them with 1 line for for each different phrase, which I've done here, and you're going to want to make sure they're really catchy and they tell key points about your brand or your product. So for example, #1 rated patchy wig, I've put that as my name because, like I said, it's a searchable keyword. So when people search for wig in the search bar, I'm going to get found. And the other thing is I'm carrying on with my brand message, which is we're the #1 rated patchy wig solution. So that gets it across to the consumer. Then I put 100% human hair with like a recyclable green logo. Now the reason why I've done that is because it is 100% human hair, the wig, and that's important to people with the recycling symbol because these are recycled wigs. Free shipping. So I'm telling people that there's free shipping. I'm also telling there's 99% customer satisfaction, which you don't want to put 100% because that looks too good to be true. So putting 99% looks really, really good, but not too good to be true either. And then I put learn more with a finger because that finger will point down to the website link. So then obviously they can learn more about the wig. I've done a one product store and that's the reason why I'm doing this. So the reason why I put learn more instead of shop now is because it's less salesy and everybody on Instagram does shop now instead of learn more. So I like to do something reverse psychology. That's what I always like to do, so that's why I put learn more. Then you're going to want to hit the done button, and then that's going to be in there as well. And then where it says category, yours should say set up as a business or switch to business. Click the switch to business and then change the category to shopping and retail. And then the rest of them, you're going to want to enter your email address, your phone number, gender. You're going to want to leave that as it is, and then that's everything done. And then we're going to hit done. And as soon as we hit done, you're going to see there's going to be a massive change in the way our profile looks. So you can see straight away our profile is looking really, really nice within a couple of minutes, guys. You can see it looks really, really nice. And you can see how it looks. The learn more points down to the link. Now what we're going to do, guys, is we're going to add highlights to our Instagram page. Now the reason why highlights are very, very important to your Instagram page is because a highlight is those little circles there that are dimmed out next to where it says new in the circle. Now highlights are a good way to build trust with your users and your followers without taking them to a website or to a link, because you could put as a highlight, for example, reviews, and then put loads of different reviews from AliExpress or Amazon in there, and it can build trust with people really, really fast. So what you're going to need to do this, guys, is we're going to have to go on Canva to design these, and then obviously they're going to look really, really nice and really, really branded as well. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to switch onto the laptop and show you exactly how to do this inside of Canva, and then I'm going to upload them into our Instagram, and you'll see exactly what I mean when I say this, because it might not make sense now, but trust me, just follow along, it will all make sense in a minute. So guys, before we start making these story highlights, I just wanted to show you a real life example of how they work and how they kind of help with your Instagram page. So this is my personal profile, make sure you go and follow me. Now you can see I've made a YouTube highlight, a media coverage highlight, a review highlight, and a public speaking highlight. So the one that you're going to add to yours is a reviews, and then we're going to add 3 others to your business brand e-commerce story highlights, and I'm going to cover the other 3 that you need. One's going to be reviews, so you can see I've added reviews on mine, and you can see if you click it, it's going to come with loads of print screens of different people leaving reviews about me as an e-commerce mentor. That way when people come to my Instagram page, if they're going to want to look for a mentor, then it's going to build trust with them because they've seen loads of different reviews before reaching out to me. So people will now reach out to me after seeing those reviews, and that's what you're going to want to do with yours. But instead, you're going to upload AliExpress reviews and Amazon reviews. But there's also 3 other story highlights that you're going to need to make, and I'm going to explain which ones those are too. So guys, you can see I'm in the cheat sheet, and if you follow along, it says profile highlights. Use Canva to make them. Using that link, you'll get a 14-day free trial. So we're going to make a reviews one, which I've just shown you, and I'm going to also show you how to make these, guys. Don't worry. You're also going to want to make a sale highlight, and you're also going to want to make an updates highlight, and you're also going to want to make a behind the scenes highlight. Or you can do, like, for example, instead of behind the scenes, you can do a lookbook highlight, which shows different photos of people wearing the product or using the product. But they're the ones that you can use as an example. You can do any you want, guys. You don't have to use these ones, but these are the ones that I normally do. I normally do sales, reviews, updates, and lookbook, all behind the scenes between those. Or you can add all of those. It's up to you guys. So we're going to go and make those all now in Canva, guys, so make sure you follow along and you're following this step by step. So guys, you can see I'm in Canva. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to create an account and sign up to the 14-day free trial for Canva Pro. That way you're going to get really cool fancy symbol icons for free. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to where it says design anything here, and you're going to want to type in Instagram highlights. So let's go and do that now. So guys, once you've typed in Instagram highlights, this should come up with loads of different templates you can use for Instagram highlights. You're going to want to pick any of them, and then you're going to want to start editing them to the way you want them. But before you do that, I'm going to show you an example of mine so you can kind of get an idea how I've designed mine and how I've gone around designing them, guys, okay? So I'm going to quickly go and show you that first before you design. So guys, you can see this is one of my designs at the moment that I just made for my story highlights. Now this is obviously the reviews one because I've put a star there to show it's a review. Now what I've done, guys, is I've made the background color the color of my logo, which is this kind of bluish turquoise color. So all you do is you go to color, you click plus, and then you put the hex code of the color in there, and it will make it the color of your logo. And then how I came up with the symbol is I literally just went to here where it says elements, and I literally searched for a star, and you can see all of them come up. And if you've got the pro version, you're gonna get loads of these for free, which is why I'm telling you to sign up to the 14-day free trial. So that's how I came across making this highlight. I'm also gonna show you the other three that I made. So guys, these are the other three story highlights that I made. I made the sale or discount highlight, should we call it. I made the story about us in terms of telling people about us as a company and the story behind us. And then I've also made the lookbook / behind the scenes one. And literally all I did, guys, was like I kept the same color as the background. And for example, behind the scenes of the lookbook, I put a camera symbol, and then this one I put a book, and then this one I put a discount symbol. So it's as easy as that, guys. As soon as you've done that, then we can move on to adding these to our Instagram page, which we'll do right now. So guys, you can see I'm back on my Instagram page. Now what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to add these to your story highlights. But before you do, there might not be an option to do this if your account's brand new. So what you do is you go back to the home page and you go to where the little icon is where it says your story, click that. And what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to upload those to your story, and you can add them, you can add multiple images at once instead of having to add them one by one. Once you've done that and you've added them to your story, you're just going to click your story, you're going to click the little highlight button in the bottom right, and you're going to want to call this one, for example, the camera one is the lookbook one, so I'm going to call it lookbook, and then click add. Then I'm going to want to do the next one, which is the book one, which is our story, so click highlight, click new, I'm going to call this one our story. And then I'm going to move on to the next one, 2 more to go, which is the discount one. I'm going to call this one sale, so I'm going to call it sale, and then I'm going to click add. And then the last one should be the star, which is that one there, highlight, new, and I'm going to call this one reviews. Once you've done that, guys, you can literally, that's everything pretty much done on the account. You've got it all set up to look beautiful. Yours should look like mine now on the screen, but obviously for your brand and your logo and your color scheme, whatever. But yours should now look like that, and you can add reviews to it. So what you want to do now is you want to add, for example, a few reviews from Amazon or AliExpress, and then once you add them to your story, you're going to want to go to where it says add highlight or add to highlight, and then you want to select the one. So for example, when you upload a review to your story from AliExpress or Amazon, what it will show on the story, it'll say add to a highlight, add it to a highlight, and obviously add it to the reviews highlight, and it will show on there when customers click on reviews, it'll show those reviews you've added to that highlight. I hope that's made sense, guys. So that's literally everything done, guys. We've set up the account, it looks beautiful, and now it's ready to use those 8 strategies to get you sales and get you followers. So guys, we can move into step 1, which is being able to grow your page and get those kind of numbers, $1,000 to $5,000 a month. Now, before we do anything crazy, like any crazy strategies, we need to add some content to the profile so it looks legit and it looks like a real page. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to post a picture to your Instagram page that's related to your product or to your niche. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit the little plus symbol in the middle, and I'm going to select the photo that I want, which is going to be, I'm going to select that photo there, because it's about my niche and it shows the picture of the product. And then what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to click next, and you can put a filter on it if you want. I'm personally not. And then I'm going to click next again, and then you're going to want to write a caption, and you're going to want to write a caption about the picture. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to enter the caption and then explain exactly what I've put and what you guys can put in your captions. So guys, I've just gone and quickly made that caption on the photo to save some time. So I put, do you hate having patchy hair, with an emoji. That's why here at Confident Wig we've created the #1 clip-on wig for patchy hair with like a queen woman symbol kind of thing, because emojis on Instagram always help with engagement and getting points across. So keep it short and sweet. Don't worry, this isn't going to be the growth that gets you crazy amounts of numbers. This is just going to help build your brand slowly and get some sales on the way and help build the Instagram page. Then once you've done that, you want to click OK, and then you're going to want to go to where it says tag people. Now this is really, really important, and you're going to want to tag pages related to your page. Now the reason why you want to do this is because when people go onto those pages, let's say for example the top page there, when they go onto their tagged photos, you're going to come up in it. So when they go to that page, go to tag photos of that page, you're going to come up in that page's tagged photos, and people are going to find you and discover you through those kind of streams. And that's the reason why it's important to do so. So you're going to want to tag every page that's related to you in here. So you can see I'm doing that now. I'm not going to do all of them, but I'm going to do a lot of them. Also, by doing this, they might like your image or they might comment on your picture. Now, if they do that and it's a big page and it's verified or it's got lots of followers or it's getting good engagement rates, then it's called a power like or a power comment. So when an established page likes your picture or comments on it, it's going to boost your page's reach really high. So that's the reason why we do this. We do it so you get found in their tag photos, and we do it so you're going to get those power likes and those power comments. Then you're going to click done. And then you're going to want to add a location. So for example, I put whatever country I'm living in. So for example, I'm from the United Kingdom, so I'm going to tag the United Kingdom. And then you can post on different pages and whatnot. And then what you can do is you can hit the share button. And then what you're going to want to do is when you share this post, then you're going to want to add some hashtags to the post, which I'm going to cover right now. So guys, you can see this is the post that I just made. Now we're going to want to add between 15 and 30 hashtags, but don't worry, it's not literally just copy and paste hashtags. What you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to where it says comment. You're going to want to paste the hashtags that you're going to make in a minute that I'll explain to you about in a minute. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to do that, and you can see I've just posted my hashtags on the photo. Now let me explain what I've done here, because it's not just posting any hashtags. Number one, you're going to want to post hashtags that are related to your niche or your product. Number two, you're going to want to do some hashtag research. You want to be posting hashtags between the reach of 50,000 and 5 million. Anything over 5 million, you're probably never going to get found on. And then number two, and this is one of the most important updates that nobody's really talking about at the moment, you don't want to just post a bunch of hashtags. You can see here on the screen I put, do you want wig goals, question mark. We have the 100% human hair wigs for everyone, hashtag wigs for black women and wigs for white women. So you can see that I've done that now. When you post hashtags, you don't want to just post them. You're going to want to make like a sentence that I did, and I've only put like 4 hashtags in there, but you're going to want to put around about 15 to 30 hashtags in a sentence like that, because if you just put hashtags in like a big group like normally people do, then Instagram's going to class that as spam. Instagram's going to class that as hashtag spamming, and then you're going to get your reach completely taken away from you, and you're going to get what we call shadowed, and you don't want that to happen to you guys. So that's the reason why you're going to want to put words and sentences in between. That way Instagram won't find it as spam, and every time you post hashtags like this, you're going to get the highest potential from them. Now what I also recommend you do is you make a list of 3 to 5 different groups of hashtags and sentences, because every time you post an image, now you should be posting like this 1 to 2 times a day, and you're going to want to alternate between different hashtags and different hashtag sentences. So I'm not going to post that hashtag sentence on the next post. I'm going to do something else that's different. But what I recommend you do is you go on your notepad and you create 3 to 5 different alternatives between the sentences and the hashtags. That way Instagram won't see it as you're doing the same thing, you're doing the same thing, you're doing the same thing. They're going to see it as new and new and new and new. That way you're not going to get shadowed, and you're not going to get a hashtag restriction on your account. So that's the first method, guys. It's really, really important that you follow that, and if you follow it correctly, and this is all about being consistent, guys. If you're not consistent with this, it's never going to make any difference. You're going to have your highs and you're going to have your lows with Instagram posts like this. You need to make sure that you're doing it consistent, because one day you might get some really good results, one day you're going to get some low results. But if you're not consistent, then trust me, it's not going to work. You have to be consistent, guys. Trust me. So guys, growth hack number 2, and what can get you a lot of sales number 2, is going to be using IGTV, because Instagram want to compete with YouTube in that space. Now you can see I'm on the explore page, and you can see there's a big video playing in the top right, and then there's another big video playing here where that kid's having something put across her face. Now what I'm trying to show you here is Instagram's pushing IGTV, as you can see, because the 2 top videos are both IGTV videos, and you can see in the top left IGTV is coming up as the number 1 category next to shop and decor. So what I'm saying, guys, is if you're not utilizing IGTV, that's why you're not going to grow, and that's why you're not going to get found on the explore page. So I'm going to show you how you can utilize IGTV right now. So the first thing that you're going to want to do is you're going to want to be posting on IGTV, and I'm going to show you how to do this right now. You're going to want to post interviews, you're going to want to post things like unboxings, you're going to want to post things like people showing the product in action. Anything to do with a product being showcased in a video format is great for this. Now, what I would recommend is find videos between 1 minute and 15 minutes long, because IGTV, the requirements are 1 minute to 15 minutes, but my sweet spot in the past has been between 3 and 10 minutes. That's what works best for me. Now, I'm going to quickly go back onto my laptop and show you how I found this video content on YouTube that I'm going to be using as for our IGTV example today. What I've done is I've gone onto YouTube, I've searched for clip-on wig, and I found this video of a very famous YouTuber called Missy on YouTube reviewing the clip-on wig. It's a really good video. I've just watched it, and you're going to want to do the same with YouTube for your product. See if there's any reviews or unboxings on it. Look for anything in terms of interviews about the product, and you're literally just going to want to download the content. That's all you need to do, guys. Don't overthink this. So I found this video, I went onto YouTube video downloader, I went to this link here, I pasted the URL here into that, and then it downloaded it to my laptop. Then what I did is I went into my video editor, which is Final Cut Pro. I imported the video in, and I basically, obviously because it's in YouTube dimensions, it's not going to fit IGTV. So what I did was I changed the dimension so it will fit IGTV, and I've also cropped it, and I've also put my logo in the top right corner there, as you can see it. And then I've exported the video and I've sent it to my phone so I can upload it to IGTV. And then now I'm going to show you how to add the description and the title and the keywords to the IGTV video. So guys, I hope that was helpful, me showing you how I found the content that I'm going to be using now for IGTV. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to the home page, you're going to want to hit the little symbol in the top right, and then you're going to want to go to IGTV, you're going to want to hit the little plus symbol, and then you're going to want to select your content for IGTV, which is going to be that one right there. And then I'm going to want to hit next. And then I'm also going to want to find the preview that's the most catchy, which is probably something around here with her putting the wig in front of her face. So let's try and find that quickly. So there it was, I've just found it. Just gone past it again. Come on, there it is. Oh god. So you can see that picture there is great as a preview because it shows that she's going to put the wig on her head. So then I'm going to click next, and then I'm going to add the title and description. Now I'm going to go back into my phone notes to show you this, because if I show you on Instagram, it doesn't show everything. So let me just quickly go into my phone notes. So guys, you can see I'm in the notes on my phone, and you can see the IGTV title, which is the woman's name is unboxing and reviewing the #1 rated clip-on wig by us, the Instagram page Confident Wigs. Now the reason why I've used that as the title is because that woman is a big influence online in the women's wig industry and hair industry, and I put she's unboxing and reviewing the #1 rated clip-on wig, which is going to grab people's attention on Instagram, because people are thinking, oh, what makes this the #1 rated clip-on wig? And the biggest influencer, or one of the biggest influencers, is reviewing it, so it's going to be really catchy. Then I'll put as the description, the woman's name will review the quality of the wig, the fit, the colour, the colour matching, how it feels on your head, and most importantly, does it fix the problem for women, which is patchy hair. So I'll put the description telling people what they're going to expect to see in this video on our IGTV, which is obviously the woman reviewing it, seeing if it's good, seeing if it fits well, seeing if the colour matching is good, see if it's comfy. But most importantly, this is the thing that's going to get people at their heart. Is this going to solve their pain problem, which is patchy hair? Then I'll put use code LUCKYLADIES for 40% off. That way you're going to get the sales and you're going to get the conversions from IGTV, because with IGTV you can actually put links that are clickable, which is really important. Then I put buy yours here. Then I put video source, and I've claimed the video source. Very important that you always say where you got the video from so you don't get into trouble. So what I'm going to do now, guys, is, and I've also put the hashtags as well, because you can use hashtags on IGTV to help get found on there. So what I'm going to do, guys, is I'm going to quickly copy and paste this into IGTV. So guys, you can see I'm back on the IGTV upload, and you can see the preview on the right hand side, and you can also see the title and the description, and then you can see where it says add to series. Now this is very important. You're going to want to follow this really carefully. Hit add to series. You're going to want to create a new series. I've already made one as an example, and you're going to want to call this one, for example, in my point of view, I'm going to call it unboxing as the series, and then that way you're going to, Facebook prefers it when you create series and then you use keywords. So for example, the series name will be unboxing, and then the series description will be about we're going to get influencers online to unbox our #1 rated clip-on wig. That way you're going to get keywords in your title and your description, and when people go through IGTV, it's going to get found more and it's going to be a lot more catchier. So you're going to create the series for each thing. So for example, for your unboxings, call it unboxing. For reviews, you can call it reviews. For interviews, you can call a series called interviews, and obviously put keywords in there. And then you're going to want to hit that, and then you're going to want to click the unboxing one, which is what I've done. Then you're going to want to hit post, and once you've hit post, it's going to take some time, and then it'll get added to your IGTV. Now, because this video is like 8 minutes long, it might take around about 5 to 10 minutes to upload. So just hit the post button, and then it'll start getting posted. So strategy number 3 to increase your followers and increase your sales on an IG Instagram for free is going to be posting viral videos or images on your page from other proven pages in your niche. So in your niche, there's going to be proven pages that post viral content and get some crazy followers and numbers. So you're going to want to do the same, but the key to this is don't post viral videos from 6 or 12 months ago because it just won't work. You need to be posting new viral videos or upcoming viral videos. Now let me show you how to do this. You go to your search bar and you're going to search for a page in your industry. So I've searched for this one here. It's got loads of followers, and what I've done, guys, is I've done some background checks on this page, and yes, they have had viral videos in the past. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to look for some of their recent videos. So this one here has got 7,000 views. This one here has got 18,000 views. This one here has got 20,000 views. But this one's got 85,000 views. And then the other one's got 58,000 views. This one's got 46,000 views. So you can see that video here is the one that's going to go viral, because that one's showing some insane numbers in a short period of time compared to their other posts that are recent as well. So that's what you're going to want to do. Go on your related pages in your industry that are big, that have had proven track records like this one has, and then look for their recent videos and see which one has got that is having that skyrocket effect like this one has. This one's got 85,000 views in a short period of time. Compared to the other ones, it's not doing this, it's doing like insanely well. So guys, you can see I'm back on Instagram, and I'm going to post that video that I've literally just gone and got through repost. The app repost will download the video for you. And then I'm going to go and post this, click next, and then I'm just going to go next again, and then I'm going to paste the description that I've made. I'm going to explain exactly why you want to do this. So you can see I put, wow, this is magical. Who else needs this magic in their lives? That way I'm being interactive with the people that are viewing this. Then I put tag a friend who needs this. That way people are going to tag more people and more people and more people, which will get it on the explore page, which means it will go viral. Then I put follow us at Confident Wigs for more magic like this. That way you're going to turn viewers into followers. Then I've put the video source at the page. Then I've also put the hashtags, which is very, very important. You always want to be using hashtags like I've just shown you there and in the way that I've used it. You want to keep it short, guys. Short, sweet, but get people to engage, get people to comment. Make people comment by using things like tag a friend that would need this or something like that. That's going to get engagement, which means it's going to go on the explore page. It has a higher chance. Then you're going to want to click OK. And then again, you're going to want to tag pages to this. So you're going to want to tag related pages again. That way, you're going to get found on other people's tagged posts, and that's going to really help. And you're also going to want to add the location, which is whatever your country is. So whatever your country is, add the location, and that's also going to help boost the engagement. Now, that's strategy number 3. Now, a few things that I want to tell you additionally that's also going to help you with this is you want to find videos that are funny. Funny videos always do well. Storytelling videos also do really, really well. Insane before and afters do really, really well. So that video was an insane before and after. Now that's why it's going to do really, really well, and that's why it's currently doing really, really well. Visually pleasing content does really, really well. Now that was visually pleasing to see that before and after. Interactive content where it gets people to interact with it also does really, really well. So that's why that strategy number 3 does really, really well in terms of growing your page and getting sales, because you're going to get yourself viral. Now guys, you need to understand you need to be doing this at least once or twice a day. Now I personally do it once every day, and that's what's going to give you the best chance. Now once you find a video that goes viral, you're going to want to use the same page to find viral videos, because if you find one viral video from a page, I promise you're going to find more and more from that page. So guys, traffic strategy number 4 is commenting on related pages with value and trying to start a conversation By doing this, guys, you're going to rank higher on the comment section of their post. So let me just quickly show you what you do. So you go to the search bar, and I'm going to search for the page, which I believe is this one. And you can see this page has got 102,000 followers. 102,000 followers. And you can see it's in my industry, in my niche. It's about wigs, and you can see this recent post. You're going to want to do it on recent posts, guys. Very important. Most I ever go is the most. Last 5 days is the most that I go. You can see this guy's put it's Fabulous Friday. So what I'm going to want to do is I'm going to want to comment on this post something to do with Fridays and wigs. So let me just quickly make a comment, and then I can show you exactly what I've done. So guys, you can see I've just commented on that video, and I've put we love Fridays. Who feels more confident when wearing their beautiful wigs? What's everybody doing this weekend? So what I'm doing, guys, I'm not being a spammer. I've put who loves Fridays. That way people are going to engage and say yes, me. I've put who feels more confident wearing their beautiful wigs. People are going to say yes, I love my wig, blah 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 blah. And then I put what's everybody doing this weekend, because he's put happy Friday. So I'm saying what's everybody going to get up to. That way I'm going to get loads of comments on that reply. Now the more comments you get on your actual comment itself, let's say the more replies you get on your comment, the more chance you've got as ranking as the #1 comment. Because when you post on pages like this that are huge, it's going to get loads and loads and loads of comments. So if you don't get any replies, you're going to get lost in the comments. The only other way of getting ranked #1 is getting verified on Instagram, which I'll show you how to do later. So you're going to want to do that on, let's say, for example, you're going to do that 50 times a day on different pages, but obviously using different comments. Now that strategy works really, really well, because when people see your comment, they're going to engage with it. They're going to say, who's this person? And then they're going to follow you as long as your content on your page is good. So guys, traffic strategy #5, post stories before and after, or polls, or ask questions on your story using hashtags and mentions. Now this one is super underrated, and it works like a gem for me on my personal account. So what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go to your Instagram story, and you're going to want to post a before and after. So let me just quickly do a before and after, which is this one here. So you can see this is a crazy before and after photo. Now what I'm also going to want to do is, and like I said, you don't have to use before and after photos. You can, for example, use polls, which is where you ask people a question, this or this, or you can ask them a 4-answer question where you give them 4 options, and if they answer it correctly, they'll get told they've answered it correctly. And if you add hashtags that are related to your niche on that post, it does insane, guys. So for example, let me show you the before and after one. So I've added a before and after photo. I might add a filter, which is Oslo. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to hit this little face there, and I'm going to add a hashtag. I'm going to use wigs as the hashtag. Now you're going to want to use hashtags that I've got between 100,000 to 5 million. That works the best. So I'm going to put that there. And then I'm going to mention my own page. Now the reason why you want to mention your own page is because if you don't mention your own page, then what can happen is when you don't mention your own page, people will view the story from that hashtag. So anybody that follows wigs as a hashtag will see this, or some people that are following that hashtag will see this. And if you don't mention your own page, people won't click onto your page to view it. So if you give them the opportunity by hashtagging your own page, which is by putting confident wigs in here, let me just quickly do it. So you can see I've hashtagged the page. So you can see I'm just going to put that there. And because you've done this, it's going to give people the option to obviously go through and click the mention and then go to your page and obviously like, post, follow you, go to your website and buy things. So that's strategy #5, and you're going to want to be doing this 1 to 5 times a day, and use different hashtags on different posts, story posts, and use different stories on different for every post. So one story might be a before and after, one might be a testimonial, one might be a poll, one might be a 4-question answer. So you're going to want to make sure that you add in a different variety, because if you don't, then trust me, it won't work properly and you'll get jammed in the algorithm. So that is strategy #5, guys. So guys, strategy #6 to grow your page and get sales is by following related pages. Now make sure that you follow related pages to the same kind of scale as your page. So follow a page, let's say for example, if you've only got, let's say 100 followers, follow pages that have got 1,000 or 10,000 followers. Because when you follow a page, let me just show you something quickly. So let's say for example, I go on this page. If you click the little drop down menu next to their email, it will show you suggested pages. So you can see loads of suggested pages. Now don't go and do it to massive pages. Go and follow pages in your niche that are small. Let's say for example, you've got 100 followers. Follow pages with 1,000 followers or 10,000 followers. Because if you do that, you'll come up as a suggested page on their page like I've just shown you. Now by doing that, you're going to get loads and loads of traffic and followers, but it will only work if you follow pages with a similar amount of followers or the similar content to you guys. And obviously when you grow and get bigger and bigger, you can start following bigger pages, but do that and you will come as a suggested page and you'll get loads of redirects. So strategy number 8 to get massive growth is by using engagement groups. Now how you can find engagement groups is I've left a article to it in the cheat sheet where you can actually get into engagement groups by using certain people that know them. But what an engagement group is where you get like these massive groups on Instagram or WhatsApp, and in those groups are going to be related pages to yours. So if you're in the hair industry, you'll get loads of pages in the hair industry. Now it kind of varies from pages with 1,000 followers to 10,000 to 100,000 to 1 million. And what you do is you engage on each other's posts, and by doing that, it's going to boost the algorithm because of engagement, and because you're going to get something what we call power likes and power comments. If a big page likes your post or comments on your post, Instagram class it as a power like or a power comment, and that's going to skyrocket you through the algorithm. Now you've got to understand with engagement groups, you need to make sure that number one, they're legit groups by checking their accounts. Make sure the accounts in the groups have got good engagement rates and are real followers. Number two, you're going to want to make sure that they are related to your niche. There's no point me joining engagement groups if it's about phones. It's just not going to work for me. It has to be similar to your niche. Also, engagement groups normally have requirements to join, which is followers, likes, engagement rates, and how active you are on the platform. So make sure that you have all of those four, because if you're not going to get into them and they're going to tell you to go away. Now, don't go and join engagement groups with people with 100k followers, because you're not going to get into them. You need to join engagement groups that are similar to yours. So if you've got 100 followers, join ones with 1,000, with people with pages in there with 1,000 followers or 10,000 followers. Don't go crazy, because you're not going to get into them and they're going to tell you to go away. So that's how engagement groups work, and obviously start small and grow your way up. Now I've left a link, like I said, as an article in there to a core post where there's people that will help you with getting into engagement groups. So that's strategy number 7. So traffic strategy number 8 is by using Instagram influencers for free on a commission base, or paying them as low as $20 or $10 up to $50. Now Instagram influencers are a great way in today's market still. People are saying they're not good anymore or they're saturated. That's if you're doing it wrong, guys. Instagram influencers still work amazing. Now, I use a tool called Clout HQ to find Instagram influencers. It's completely free. They've got a database of them, and I also use their Chrome extension. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump into my laptop and show you how I do that. So I'm going to explain a few things before I show you that snippet. But before I show you that snippet, you need to make sure that you're working with influencers that have at least under 100k. That's if you're trying to find influencers that are going to do a commission basis, which is where you offer them 40% of the commission of whatever you make in sales. Now, this will only work if they're micro influencers. If you're trying to go after the big guys, they're going to tell you to pay them money, so don't do that. Try and find influencers under 100k if you want to go on a commission basis. Now, if you don't care about paying them a little bit, like 20 or 50 bucks, then you can go over that, but try and stay under a million. If you go over a million, you're in a massive problem there, guys. You're not going to get anybody, and they're going to charge you ridiculous amounts of money. Now, you want to try and find pages that are new to doing Instagram influencing, like paid promotions, because if you're going after a page that's been doing it for, let's say, 6 months, then they're going to have a saturated market, which is a market that keeps seeing them promote to them, which means they're fed up. So try and go after people that are new to doing paid promotions. Another thing is do the 50-40 split on commission basis. Also, you only want to pay them a max. Me personally, anything up to 100k or under 500,000, I only pay them a max of 50 bucks. Anything over that, I don't pay them. Also, the engagement rate should always be between 2.5% and 3%. So any pages with an engagement rate lower than that, I won't pay them. If you're doing a commission basis where you're only paying them based on commission, then I don't mind working with pages with a less engagement rate, because at the end of the day, you're not paying for it anyway. So they're the things that you should always think about before working with an influencer. What I'm going to do now is I'm going to show you exactly how I find influencers using Clout HQ and using the Chrome extension Clout HQ on my laptop. So guys, I'm going to show you how to find Instagram influencers using this free tool called Clout HQ. So it's going to save you a lot of time. And these are the tools that I use to find free influencers that I can partner up with on a commission basis, or pay them a low fee of up to 20 to 50 bucks. Now, what you need to do is you need to go to this website, go to directory, it's completely free, and you're going to want to enter keywords in here, like for example for me, wigs or hair. And you can change the engagement rate or the influencer type. Now, obviously, the engagement rate, I've already talked about what the engagement rate you should be looking for is. And I've also told you about what the engagement and the followers to ratio should also be. Then you're going to want to hit search. And as soon as you do this, it's going to pull up loads of influencers based on those keywords like wigs and hair that I've already entered. This can take around about a couple of minutes to find those pages. So guys, as you can see, it took a few minutes to load all of these pages up, but you can see it's bringing up loads of different pages about my niche, which is obviously hair or wigs. And you can see it gives you a little bit of a brief overview about average likes, average comments, and engagement rates. You can see this one here is perfect. She's got the industry standard engagement rate. She's getting some really good average likes and some good average comments for engagement, which is going to help get her on the explore page, which I've been talking about. Getting on the explore page is where you make the money. So having good average comments and whatnot is really going to help you get there. Now this one is verified, which means she's going to cost a lot of money. I think I've seen this influencer before, but this one, if they're not verified and they've not hit 1 million, then they're going to be cheaper and they're going to be open to different opportunities. So for example, I might want to reach out to her and DM her that email template or DM template I showed you in the resources section. Now, another way you can find influencers is by going onto Instagram itself. You're going to want to do this on a desktop or a laptop, because you need a Chrome extension, which is what Clout HQ gives you. It's a free Chrome extension. And what this does is you can search for influencers on here by using keywords. You might go to the search bar and you might click wigs and then go through loads of different accounts, because the Clout HQ software can sometimes miss a few accounts out. So if you get the Chrome extension, then you can use this Chrome extension to do an audit on them, and you can see their average likes, average views, average comments, their engagement rate. And then this can give you some indication if they're worth working with and worth obviously getting a free promotion on a commission base, or paying for that promotion between $20 and $30. So you can see here it's run its checks, and the average likes, average views, and the engagement rate is a little bit low for us. So we might want to move on to the next person by typing in wigs again in here and seeing what other pages come up with, which is this one here. And then we might want to go and do our little check again. So we're going to want to click audit check. Clout HQ is going to run the next check, and you can see the engagement rate, the average likes is insane on this page. The only thing about this page is obviously it's a verified page, so it's probably not going to be likely this is going to work on this page, but I'm just showing you the example of how to use this tool, guys. So this is how I find influencers, guys. This is how I do my checks and to see if they're going to be worth working with or paying with. If you're going to pay them, then obviously you're going to want the engagement rate to be above the industry standard or at the industry standard. But if they're willing to do it on a commission basis, you might as well go for anybody with a following with any decent kind of metrics. But obviously, if you're paying for that promotion, then definitely try and find somebody with those thresholds and those ratios that I told you about. So that's literally how I do it, guys. We're going to move on to the next thing now. So guys, I hope you enjoyed that quick tutorial on how to use Clout HQ and how to use their Chrome extension to find influencers. So now I'm just going to go over the DM template. So once you've found them, you're going to want to send them this DM template, and it's going to say, hello, I'm the owner and founder, and then at your business Instagram page name. We're reaching out to inquire about a sponsored post, and then you're going to want to add their Instagram account. Compliment the influencer and talk about how the product can benefit their audience. For example, we love how you connect with your audience in such a unique way. Our product can bring your audience value because, and then tell them why it can bring value. Here are some details below. Your audience will receive a 10% discount code on their first purchase. Add more details. For example, below you can add things like how you want the paid promotion to be or the commission post to be. Do you want it on their story? Do you want it on their feed? How do you want it laid out? An image? Do you want to send them the product? Basically explain exactly how it's going to work. Then you're going to want to put, can you please get back to me with the pricing, info, and post requirements? Thank you for your time and your business name. So that's the template, and all of this is in the cheat sheet, guys. So make sure you go out there and use the cheat sheet. There's loads of value in there. So that is the DM template. Now to finish off the video, I'm going to show you how you can get your page verified on Instagram, because there is a lot of pros to that. So let me explain how to do that. So guys, how to get verified on Instagram. Now, not everybody can get verified. You do need some requirements to get verified on Instagram. So before I go onto those requirements, I'm going to tell you about the pros of getting verified. So when you get verified, when you comment on somebody's post, you'll rank #1. All the verified pages will rank #1. So if you're commenting on a post and it's got, let's say, 1,000 comments, if you're verified, you're going to rank in the top section for that comment, which is insane, guys. Absolutely insane. Another thing is, if you DM somebody with a verified page, instead of you going into their inbox requests, you'll go straight into their inbox and they'll see it, so they don't need to approve your request. That's another pro. And again, you just look really, really cool being verified, and you do get reach. I've heard from somebody that works at Instagram saying that if you are verified, you do get extra reach and you do get little things like getting better engagement rates and stuff like that. So that's other things to bear in mind. Now, what requirements do you need to get verified? You need at least 100 followers. You need a profile picture. You need a bio. You need big press release. You need to be either mentioned on the news, mentioned on a big blog like Forbes or Entrepreneur, or let's say one of these big press articles or news articles. You also need to be mentioned. Now, you don't also need to mention, but the more of these you have, the better chance you've got. Being on TV, being interviewed on TV by a big company, being mentioned on a big YouTube channel. They're all great ways to get verified, because what Instagram do is when you apply for it, they'll do a background check on your name, and whatever they can find about it, as long as it's legit and there's big press release, they'll get you verified. So for example, football players will get verified, musicians will get verified. If you're a business, you need to be a well-established business that's been mentioned in, for example, Forbes, Entrepreneur, things that say business, there's like a business article or news outlet that's huge for really successful businesses. Being mentioned in those kind of articles will get you verified easily. Now, another thing is I'm going to show you now how to get verified using your Instagram account and how you can request a submission or an application. So guys, you should be able to see my phone screen again. You're going to want to go to the burger symbol in the top right, and you're going to want to go to where it says account. You're going to want to go to where it says settings, and then you're going to want to go to where it says account, and then you can see where it says request verification. And then what it's going to do is it's going to pull up this page. You're going to want to add your full name, what you're known as, the category you're in, and then you're going to want to add a, because you're coming as a business, remember, you're going to want to upload a document showing that you're a limited company or you're a LLC. You're going to want to show that you are an incorporated company, and then you get that sent off, and within 3 to 5 days I'll let you know if you've been verified or you've been declined. So you can try it every 30 days, but remember guys, you need those requirements. The big one for this, guys, is being seen in press and articles and news and television. That is the biggest way you're going to get verified. So it's not guaranteed. That's how you get verified in terms of submitting an application form, but there is lots of requirements you need, like in the press, to get verified. It's not easy, guys. Not everybody can get it. But guys, that's it for today's video. If you've appreciated the video, make sure you like and subscribe.